First one, praying in praying in shorts, and t-shirts. All right, it's a party. Right. So, and one pray in casual or non-covered clothing, with an exposure of the aura. Can one pray like that? So, right, okay. Now there is a difference of opinion with the majority of the people. Most people, okay, will feel that that is impossible. The Maliki madhab, the school of Medina, the Dawn madhab people, the Dawn madhab, right? That has some. It's the Maliki madhab says. So when you're looking at them, it'll say like Hanafi no, Shafi'i no, Hanbali no. The Maliki will say, allow me to expand. So you'd like to respond expansively on that. And there's a difference between the Baghdadi, the Iraqi Malikis, and some of the others. The Iraqi Maliki itself, covering yourself, is an entirely separate obligation in Islam. It has nothing to do with the prayer. So he argues that the covering is simply a recommendation within Salah. It is not a condition of prayer. So technically, he argues this point that if a person prayed naked, would the Salah still be valid? And he states that the Salah would be valid, although that's a separate question of whether just being naked or not, and where you are at that time. So I have said in the past as well that I do follow that ruling of the Iraqi Malikiya, that covering yourself in Salah is a recommendation, and it is an issue of propriety, people. Proprietorial. It is to do with the kind of suitability of where you are. Okay, so for example, you're not going to just turn up to a masjid, just in your boxer shorts. I hope not. Otherwise, you can't trust the Qari Sahib, there might be a problem, Otherwise, the Qari Sahib might say, Acha, bete zara, can you help me with this thing in the storeroom? So I wouldn't advise, under any circumstances, turning up to a masjid in just your kind of So there's propriety issues, like how do you behave in certain places? What are the etiquettes of certain circumstances and situations? So we call that propriety. So there is, yes, there is that. So, but if a person, as far as just the Salah is concerned, then I do follow that understanding that there's nothing in Islam to mandate the covering. I accept that some people have argued to the contrary, that Ya Bani Adam khudu zinatakum inda kulli masjid, as the verse of the Quran says, that take your adornment, O children of Adam, take your adornment at every point of prostration or at every masjid, meaning at every prayer. That's how many people have understood this. So I'm not saying do that. I'm not saying to people that start praying in your underwear or things like this, but I'm tackling the question that if somebody prayed like that, is the prayer valid? And yes, I would argue, in line with the Iraqi school of Medina, the Malikiya, that yes, the prayer is valid. I hope that helps.